In the glittering, free-flowing universe of Parliament-Funkadelic, where outer space grooves met earth-shaking basslines, one group carved out a powerful place of their own. The fierce, soulful, and unapologetically funky sisterhood of the P-Funk Empire burst into the scene in the late 70s with a mission to bring women to the front of the funk revolution. Formed under the creative vision of George Clinton, this group blended raw attitude, soaring harmonies, and dance floor ready rhythms that expanded the reach of P-Funk's sonic universe. But behind the glitter and the grooves was a story of resilience, reinvention, and extraordinary talent. This is the story of the groundbreaking female funk group that launched from the heart of the P-Funk Empire. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Parlet. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. The link is in the description below. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. The mid-70s was the pinnacle of a revolution. George Clinton's P-Funk group had blossomed into a musical phenomenon that was equal parts of rock, soul, and funk. Parliament and Funkadelic was selling out arenas, racking up platinum albums, and transforming performances. However, inside the creative tempest, a new idea began to emerge. Clinton had saw something that has always been part of the P-Funk DNA. Strong female talent, often hidden behind the scenes, waiting for their chance. The P-Funk ladies was more than just vocalists. They was creators of harmony, texture, and soul. And it was time for them to take stage. Before Parlet existed, the P-Funk family depended on a rotating lineup of extraordinary female vocalists. Women like Malia Franklin, often called the Queen of Funk, possessed one of the most commanding voices in the entire P-Funk camp. She was instrumental in bringing in new musicians into the fold, including a young bassist who would change funk music forever, named Bootsy Collins. Debbie Wright, with a church-rooted power, brought emotional depth and gospel influence into the P-Funk sound. Her harmony was the backbone of countless Parliament recordings. Jeanette Washington's smooth yet expressive voice blended flawlessly with both Parliament and Funkadelic's evolving styles. Her versatility made her an essential part of the vocal unit. These women wasn't just background singers, they was cornerstones. In 1978, George Clinton formalized his vision. The P-Funk vocalists needed their own platform, a project where they wasn't backing anyone, but they was taking the charge. And so, Parlet was born. The first official lineup featured Franklin, Wright, and Washington, a trio that possessed vocal strength, charisma, and stage presence to match any P-Funk act. Parlet wasn't intended to intimidate Parliament or Funkadelic. Their sound would be more linear, more dance-oriented, and built around the sound of electric energy of women commanding the groove. And in true P-Funk fashion, they didn't just arrive, they exploded. Their first album, Pleasure Principle, released in 1978, and it immediately established Parlet as a serious force. The album peaked at number 55 on the Billboard R&B albums charts. This album was produced by George Clinton and Ron Dunbar. The album blended infectious rhythms with hard-hitting vocals, with tracks like Riding High that peaked at number 49 on the Billboard R&B charts and the title song that peaked at number 66 on the Billboard R&B charts. These songs showed that Parlet had their own identity that was sleek, sensual, and irresistibly funky. Franklin's commanding vocals, bright soulful strength, and Washington's smooth harmonies created a perfect triangle of sound. The album made noise on the R&B charts and it proved that women wasn't just supporting P-Funk, it was expanding it. As with many P-Funk projects, the lineup shifted rapidly. Franklin departed after the first album and she was replaced by Shirley Hayden and Janice Evans, two more powerhouse vocalists with stage presence to match. In 1979, Parlet released a second album titled Invasion of the Booty Snatchers. This was one of the most brilliantly titled records in the P-Funk universe. The album reached number 73 on the Billboard R&B albums charts. Parlet embraced the dance floor aesthetics of the late 70s, blending funk with the rise of disco influence while keeping the music raw and unpredictable. Their popularity grew, and the group became a live show highlight across the P-Funk tours. By 1980, the P-Funk empire was under financial strain. Record label issues, legal complications, and the massive size of the collective made the era unstable. Still, Parlet pushed forward. Their third album, Play Me or Trade Me, introduced new vocalists and continued refining their distinctive sound. Songs like Don't Ever Stop Loving Me, Needing Me, and Cookie Jar feature polished production and richer harmonies. The album was strong, but the storm around P-Funk was too great. Shortly after its release, Parlet's activity slowed down, and the group eventually dissolved as the P-Funk empire reconstructed. Although Parlet was brief, their impact was immense. They opened up the doors for women in funk at a time when male-fronted acts dominated the genre. Their style, confidence, and creativity influenced future generations of female funk, R&B, and dance artists. Over the years, we lost a few members. Franklin sadly passed away on February 5th, 2010, and Wright passed away on October 12th, 2017. Today, Parlet is recognized not only as a P-Funk side project, but as one of the most important female groups in funk history. Their music continues to be sampled, rediscovered, and celebrated by fans around the world. They was bold, they was visionary, and they was the queens of P-Funk. Their energy fueled the funk, and their story remains an essential chapter in the evolution of Black music. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Parlet?